E from MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. And it is coming to an end of the second hour, September 11th, 2019. Or just reviewing with our traders the idea of little nuances that after a while you start to pick up on as a more mature trader. And there are things like the last hour or so of the day and even the last half hour of the day when all of a sudden the market takes a move upwards and the bar sizes are bigger and they trap all of the shorts who are thinking they had it made. We talked about that, if you'll recall. I said, make sure you are paid because the odds are going to start to change to the long side. And then all of a sudden, starts to come up here. And I said, I warned you and I'm going for a swim. And then bang, they push that thing. And then overnight, I said, you get back to 72s, take it and run, because I think that was my pivot. That's held. So when that holds on a day like today, you're already still thinking that way. That 72 is support. And I want to try to get onto the push that's got some traders going the wrong way, especially on a day like today, and then try to run with it. The hard part is hanging in there with a day that's just a very choppy advance now after the initial push from these 2-minute bang, bang. Charlie loves it. He thinks we're coming this way, but realistically, he was wrong. And then we get the pullback and we're testing and we said, right in the air, you really got to beat the 82s now. And so far, that's proven to be true. That's our pivot. And so realistically, as Zika said, the hard part is risk and reward. If you want it, you can take stop outs and buy again. If you had a good push, you don't need to do anything. We're not trying to prove anything here. You're trying to use this as a vehicle, a business to put something in your pocket. Goal still is to try to test that 90.75 is our target one for today. And we're bumping and bumping into last week's high and still trying to stretch and get that. and target two even today is not ruled out, which is 94.5. NRO, we call it NRO, not ruled out. And there's a squeeze type trade. And if you're committed and you believe in it, then you're just trying to hang in there and get on board. And realistically, it's not an easy trade because it's so choppy. These are 2-minute bars. And look at the difference. Bang, 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 happens fast. And then the rest of this is like a consolidated squeeze type trade. So we're going to use 92 to 95 still as our resistance targets. And it's not like the shorts can't make money in a day like today, but it's just, so far, it's the harder way to do it. Unless you got the first trade right and said, I'm taking my profits and reversing and going with what I think is going to be an upside test of our highs. So learn to scroll through your charts and find ones that can help you. And you don't need to use just a 5-minute or 10-minute or whatever. But I will remind you the 10-minute chart yesterday was the chart that we had looked at and said, this is the one in play. And it still is. You can see we have not come back to our red line yet. That's still supportive. So the objective of the longs is try to test that 91 area. And whether we get there or not is immaterial. Do not make this about your ego. Make it about a business, trying to get a little something every day.